That you see on the latest satellite picture will stay with us for much of tonight, but we'll be pushing towards KwaZulu-Natal. However, at the moment we are still getting some isolated thundershowers from these clouds, especially over parts of Gauteng, southern Limpopo, much of Mpumalanga, and we are also going to be seeing rain and thundershowers for parts of KwaZulu-Natal. It's going to stay dry for the rest of South Africa with cloud-free skies, but it's going to change, especially for the western areas of the Western and Northern Cape on Saturday, because we have these two weather makers having their eyes set for these parts of the country. Now, these are pretty big cold fronts which are going to be packing quite a lot of rain and strong winds for those parts of the country. In the meantime, for the rest of your Friday, it's going to be mostly fine for the western sections, but in the eastern areas, we will continue to see isolated rain and thundershowers in places. Then on Saturday morning, the showers will be confined mostly to the eastern areas of the Eastern Cape and parts of the Free State. The northeastern areas will be dry with partly cloudy to cloudy skies. We are also going to see quite a lot of cloud and fog patches along the west coast on Saturday morning, and that's ahead of this cold front which hits the southwest coastline on Saturday afternoon, introducing rainy weather into these parts of the country. The rain intensifies as we head towards the evening hours for much of the Western Cape and also reaches the western sections of the Northern Cape. We are also going to see snowfalls on Saturday night over the western mountains of the Western Cape. Now we have quite a number of weather alerts for your Saturday, and that includes a warning for high fire danger conditions. Runaway fires are very possible wherever you see that shade of red for the back of South Africa. We also have a warning for gale force winds for the interior of the Western Cape and along the southwest coastline. A warning is also in place for disruptive snowfalls on Saturday night for the western mountains of the Western Cape and the southwestern areas of the Northern Cape. We also have a warning for heavy rains that could result in localized flooding around the Cape Metropole, parts of the West Coast District, as well as the Overberg area of the Western Cape. Now, like I said earlier, it's going to be pretty breezy on Saturday along the southwest coastline, where winds could reach at least 55 kilometers per hour. Strong winds are also forecast over the western half of the country. The winds will be rather lighter along the east coast and the easternmost parts of South Africa. Now, let's take it quickly closer to your area. It's going to be mostly sunny and warm for the back of the Northern Cape on Saturday. Isolated thundershowers for Kimberley, but over the western areas, it will become cloudy, rainy and chilly in the afternoon. Springbok managing a high of just 9 degrees. Cloudy, rainy and cold weather is also forecast for the western parts of the Western Cape, where Langaban and Cape Town will peak at just around 15 degrees. We are also going to see a bit of rain late in the afternoon around Maso Bay. Otherwise, it will be mostly sunny for most areas in the Southern Cape areas, with Port Elizabeth warming to around 28 degrees. Isolated thundershowers are forecast for the eastern areas of the Eastern Cape. However, it will be mostly sunny and rather hot around Bishop, Spring, East London and Port Alfred, where highs in the lower 30s are expected. Isolated thundershowers are also forecast for the southern parts of KwaZulu-Natal and around Ladysmith. The rest of the province should see mostly sunny skies with warm to hot afternoon temperatures. Mostly clear skies are also forecast across Mpumalanga, where it's going to be warm in most areas. Bombela warming to around 27 degrees. We are going to see similar weather for much of the Limpopo province, a high of 26 for Polokwane, hotter in Messina, peaking at 31 degrees. Mostly clear skies are also forecast for the northwest. Just a bit of cloud, however, around Klerksdorp and Potchefstroom, both peaking at 27 on Saturday afternoon. Isolated showers are forecast for the Free State, Bloemfontein, with a high of 26 degrees. Gauteng is going to become dry with mostly clear skies, a comfortable 24 for the high in Johannesburg. Now, quickly looking ahead to Sunday, we stay with cloudy, rainy and chilly weather for the western areas, with snowfalls for Sutherland peaking at just 2 degrees. Cape Town warms to 13. Isolated rain and thundershowers are forecast in KwaZulu-Natal. Then we start the coming week with a bit of rain around Cape Town as well as Richards Bay and Bombela. It will be mostly sunny and mildly warm in Gauteng. That's all from me for now, Vuyo. Back to you.